welcome to the Kelly Roach Show, a place for no fluff, easy to implement, 20-minute or less business and leadership lessons to help you build a sustainable business that scales. Let's get started. Welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning into the Kelly Roach Show. Today we are talking about 3 massive opportunities that are around the corner for 2023 and how to make sure you put yourself in position to capitalize on them. So as we all know, economy is in turmoil and there is lots of shifting and shaking out happening right now. Tech companies are laying off by the thousands each and every day. Big corporations are doing big cuts, and lots of online entrepreneurs are shutting it down and exiting the online space. 2022 was a year for sure where the changing economic circumstances, changing consumer mentality and behavior, and the maturity of many online business models has really come to fruition. And a lot of businesses are feeling the pain. Now, here's the really good news. When we have a situation like this, it is really a stark contrast between those who thrive and those who will survive. We've talked on the show many times before about simple principles for wealth building, about living below your means, staying cash positive, making sure that your employees produce a profit, and being very careful to reinvest in the right things to grow your business profitably and to make sure that you're sustaining a lifestyle that is, for lack of a better word, sustainable. Well, 2023 is the year where those of you that heeded that advice are going to have a big payoff. There are 3 big opportunities that are coming in 2023 for business owners to be watching out for that can significantly enhance the growth of your company, the profitability of your overall portfolio, and your wealth building initiatives. It can help you speed up your progress towards achieving that magic number for wealth that you're looking to create. And 2023 can really be a year that those of you who worked hard, who sacrificed, and who kind of played that slow and steady wins the race game with wealth building can really cash in. So I want to talk about 3 opportunities that are absolutely presenting themselves for 2023. The first one I already alluded to, which is that this is going to be the best talent acquisition market in 10 years. I'm going to say that again. This is going to be the best talent acquisition market in 10 years. This is your moment of opportunity to find talent on the market that never would have been looking to change careers, never would have been open to transitioning from a big company to a small business, that were not necessarily looking to make a change. There are going to be thousands of those people now on the market. And for you as a small business owner, you should absolutely be thinking about strategic talent acquisition for your business, because at the end of the day, it is the team that drives the dream, and the quality of your team is what is going to determine how high and how far your business goes in 2023. So I want you all to really think about the team that you have today, whether or not it's the right team to get you from where you are to where you want to be, and what's missing on your team, what's needed on your team in order to get to where you're looking to go. I also want to emphasize that when you look at the people that you are going to surround yourself with as you move into 2023, you need either seasoned veterans who have been through economic downturns and have true and meaningful leadership experience, that understand how to roll up their sleeves, get in the game, and get it done no matter what. Or you need a team of people that maybe they don't have the seasoned high-level expertise or leadership, but they have the ultimate grit, the ultimate do whatever it takes, the ultimate buy-in to your leadership and commitment to doing whatever is necessary to get the results that are needed. Now, I'm going to be straight with you guys. You know, I'm a straight shooter. 99% of people are not that person. 99% of people are not that person, which means that chances are you're going to look around your team and look to your left and look to your right. And chances are most of the people you have on your team right now, they're not going to be the people that are going to do whatever it takes to get it done. And you're the leader, and you're the cap to your team's growth. And you're the cap to the potential for your organization. And so for all my leaders listening, whether you're the CEO or you're an entrepreneur, you're a division leader, you're a vice president, you're a president of a company, whatever it is, I'm talking to you. You need to look at your team right now and you need to ask yourself, are these the people that I'm going to go to battle with in 2023? And it's time to have those real conversations about what it's going to take to thrive in 2023. Give people an opportunity to elevate up to that bar. And if they choose not to, you need to find people that can and will, because it is going to be war. You are going to have to make sure that you have the right talent on your side. If you're going to play this game and you're going to have a team and you're going to be in the market in that way, you need to be surrounded by the right team that you can count on that's playing the game at the level that you are. Okay. So massive opportunity number one for 2023 is absolutely the talent acquisition opportunity that is sitting before us right now. Grow your businesses in the first quarter, double down in the month of December, do what it takes to get that extra profit in the door so that you can hire that dream team member that's going to change the game for you, and realize that you're never going to have a better opportunity probably for another 10 years to hire people of this caliber with this level of accessibility and desirability to make a move quickly. Okay, so that is number one. Number two, many businesses are going to be looking to exit. Many businesses are going to be looking to close it down. They will sell their businesses for pennies on the dollar. There are going to be massive opportunities for you to think about a business that is I'll call it a satellite or a lily pad or even a competitor to your business. Do you want to acquire a company or a few companies for their customer list, for their assets, whatever the case? This is something that we didn't talk a lot about in this last cycle because, quite frankly, it was so easy to grow that everyone was focused on growing, and people that were looking to exit for very high margins and multiples, and so you weren't going to be getting a deal. Right? You're not going to be getting a deal. You could make a strategic acquisition, but you're not going to be getting a deal. In 2023, a lot of business owners are going to tap out. And so if you put it out there in the market that you're open to having conversations about acquisition of small businesses, you can probably negotiate for pennies on the dollar to assume a client list and create almost 100% redundancy in the other expenses with the business besides any cost to serve the customers, which allows you to use all of the assets and the marketing and the bandwidth and manpower that you already have to run the business. But you're acquiring the revenue, you're acquiring the gross margin, and the only added expense is really going to be the expense to service the customers. So that is definitely something that I would start to be thinking about. It may be something that you never considered in a million years for your business. 2023 is going to be a year for those of you that have been smart and strategic with your cash, that might be something to think about. Not only that, but if it is a cash flowing business, and if it is a business that is producing revenue and profits already, and you can minimize the expenses of that business, then you could get a loan for the business and essentially be paying almost nothing out of pocket, acquire the assets, and then allow the margin that's coming in from the business to pay back the loan and then still net a profit. So I would definitely, I'm trying to plant that seed in your mind because I think it's something that should become a consideration. And when we think about our marketing costs and we think about the investments that we make on different social media platforms, think about all the volatility of what's happening with the various social media platforms. This is another way to really think about advertising spend, another way to think about spend as it relates to customer acquisition that's maybe a little bit different than the way that you've acquired customers in the last few years that I would really, really think about. Okay. So that is strategy number 2. And I'm just planting these seeds for you because I want to raise your awareness and I want you to kind of be on the lookout for these opportunities because they're going to be coming your way. And then the third thing is physical assets, right? So obviously, as business owners, we just had an entire discussion on our legacy leaders call this week. Obviously, these are all multi-million-dollar business owners that are looking to reduce their tax exposure. And one of the reasons why it's so important during aggressive growth seasons to stay liquid is so that during a downturn, when everyone is looking to sell their assets urgently, you have the ability to capitalize on those opportunities. So for sure, now is a time where you may feel anxious to want to make an investment at the end of the year and reduce your tax exposure. But there's so many opportunities that will be coming forward, whether it is houses or cars or business assets or whatever the case, that you may want to consider acquiring a boring business, or you may want to consider, investing in another property. And there was very little, I'll call it like, bandwidth, like very little difference in a lot of property purchases in the last year between what you could buy it for and then how much profit you were going to turn on it, which is what kind of made the demand of the market so difficult. But as that demand is slowing, as owners are getting a little bit more nervous about selling in this market, they're also becoming a lot more open and flexible to think about what price they would sell for, or if they can get a cash offer, because they don't know if this is the highest high that they're going to experience over the next few years. So I would say being patient right now and getting yourself in position is really important. And you may think about acquiring physical assets that you're going to put money into that are going to be available and at a significantly reduced rate from where they would have been even 6 months ago as we get into this new market, which, for some of those assets, you might just purchase, hold, and then resell. For some of them, you might turn them into a cash flowing entity. There's all sorts of things that you can do. There's so many creative things happening now with all different types of assets, that these are the kinds of things to be patient, be thoughtful about. There's a certain number of tax write-offs that you're going to be able to get. And then from there, you're going to get to a point where you've gotten all the tax write-offs that you can. And now it's going to take making some bigger moves and making some bigger investments to, write it against your income. So I believe that 2023 is absolutely going to be a year of massive challenge and a massive opportunity. And I think that for those of us that have the right mindset and the right strategy, it is going to be a great year of growth. I feel hugely optimistic. I actually think that the shakeout that's happening right now and that we're seeing is very necessary. It's almost like resettling things at a manageable level. I think that shakeout is absolutely going to continue into the new year. And I'm really excited to walk everyone through my perspective, what I've learned. I still do consulting for Fortune 500 companies, and I also obviously run my own. So I have a lot of visibility into different business models and the changes in the environment across the board. And what I can say is this: no one has a crystal ball. No one can predict exactly what is going to come up, over this next cycle that we're now in. But preparation meets opportunity, and that is happening starting now. So there is going to be great, great opportunity to build and grow your business if you stay focused on the right things. Stay grounded. Put your ear to the ground, right? Remove the barriers between you and your audience. Run the basics. Connect with people, move from being, transactional to relational in the way that you're, showing up in the market and how you're engaging with your audience, right? Focus on being really discerning in the programs that you're selling, how you're selling them, what you're focused on, how you're making sure that's matching where consumer mentality is, where their concerns are, what they're looking for. Those little things go a long way. I am currently running a Scale with Simplicity workshop. It is my last workshop of the year. If you are excited to make 2023 a year that you grow your business by 7 figures or more, I'm really walking you through the disruptions coming, how to set yourself up for success, how to go to market in this climate that we're in right now, and really walking you through not just the mindset, but the strategic piece of what I think it's important for you to be focused on right now. Would love to see you there. Link is going to be in the comments. Link is going to be in the comments in the show notes. And also, hold on, let's give you a link so you can join us. Let me see if I have that here. kellyroachofficial.com/scale. kellyroachofficial.com/scale. I will be live every day this week at 12 p.m. Eastern. I'll be rotating in different executive leaders and vice presidents from my organization. We're going to be teaching 7 core lessons to really set you up for success in 2023. Probably the best time that you'll spend growing your business this year. As always, we're teaching strategic and timeless principles, but we're marrying that with kind of what's happening right now and the key things that you really need to be aware of and thinking about. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. You can go to kellyroachofficial.com/scale to join us. And as always, thank you so much for tuning into the show. Remember, with every challenge, there is an equal or greater seed of opportunity and possibility. I know you are ready to capitalize on that in 2023. Again, if you want to join me for the workshop, kellyroachofficial.com/scale. And come on over to LinkedIn. If you're not connected with me there already, we're going to start a discussion thread there based on today's episode where you can both share what you're doing to capitalize in 2023 and what your biggest takeaways from the show were. So look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you back here in just a couple of days.